What's good, YouTube? It's your boy King Bossman back with another video. I know this is a new channel called King Bossman Vlogs, but look, I did not want to start this channel out with a vlog. I want to start it out talking about what happened when I first ever got high. My first time ever getting high, man, it felt so weird. Like, all right, so it was this one time when I was at school, and then my homies was like, "We finna go smoke after school," type shit. So I was like, all right, bet. So then they kept saying, you want to smoke? I was like, nah, I'm good. Because at first I ain't really know how I felt about smoking because I ain't really like it like that. Like, I ain't never tried it, so I ain't know how it was going to be. So, like, trying to smoke with us? I was like, nah, I'm good. And they was like, bro, come on, you gotta try it, you gotta try it. They was like, you gonna like it, doo-doo-doo. And it was like, you gonna be calm and stuff like that. And then this one dude, he told me, he was like, it depends on your body. He's like, sometimes you might be hyper, sometimes you might be calm. He's like, depending on the weed you smoke and stuff like that. And then I was like, I don't know. I was still kind of skeptical about it. So then they was like, bro, just meet me at the school. They was like, just meet me at the school in the back of the school. And I was like, all right, bet. And then they was like, we not gonna get on the bus. They was like, I got a car. Woo woo. They was like, my brother coming with his car, and he gonna pick us up, stuff like that. So I said, all right. So after school, school ended. I went to the back of the building, like they had said, and then it was a whole bunch of people like out there, like probably like 5, 6 people. And then my homie that I was supposed to smoke with that asked me if I want to smoke, he wasn't there. So I just waited for like 10 minutes, and then eventually he came around the corner, and he was like, my brother said he on the way, and so like that. He was like, we got 2 blunts that we gonna smoke. He was like, we gonna start you off right. He was like, we gonna make sure you stitchy. He was like, we ain't gonna let nothing happen to you. He was like, we not gonna kill you and stuff like that. So I was like, all right, cool. So his brother pull up. We hop in the car, and then his brother talking about somewhere y'all want to go eat and stuff like that. So my homie told him, he was like, let's go to Wendy's. And then he was like, how that sound? I was like, all right, that sound cool. So we went to Wendy's, and then we ordered food. We all ordered what we wanted. We got food. Because I had money, so I paid for my own stuff. So we ordered what we wanted. They gave it to us, and then we pulled off, and we went to this park. We went to this park. I think it's called like Henrietta Park. Yeah, I think it's Henrietta Park. It's down the street from my crib. But we went to the park or whatever, and then we started smoking. Like he was sitting there rolling the blunt. He was like, just relax. He was like, it's gonna make your heart beat fast and stuff like that. He was like, you can control it. He was like, just keep calm. He was like, make sure you breathe and stuff like that. So I was like, all right, cool. That sounds simple. So they asked me, do I want to roll a blunt, and I was like, nah, cause I don't know how to roll. So I was like, I'm gonna mess it up, and then we're not gonna be able to smoke it. So they was like, all right, we got it. So they rolled it, and then he was like, you want to take the first hit? Mind you, I ain't never smoked before, so I ain't know how to smoke at the time. He was like, you want to take the first hit? Me being the dumbass I am, I was like, yeah, sure, it's whatever. So he gave me the blunt. I took the lighter, put it up to my mouth, started lighting it. And then next thing I know, I took a big hit. I took a fat hit and instantly got to straight to coughing. Coughed for a good 10 minutes. And then he took the blunt for me. Like, he took the blunt from me around like 30 seconds within me coughing. He took the blunt. And then he started hitting it. And then by the time I started smoking the blunt, he had we was like done with half the blunt. Like, he was done with half the blunt. It was only half left. It was turning into a roach. So I finally started hitting it, and then oh my bad, I was reading the message that popped up on top of my screen. But then I finally started hitting the blunt, and I coughed a couple times. Everything was like he was like, just finish the blunt. He was like, finish it, woo woo woo. He was like, make sure you inhale. He was like, put the little bubble in your mouth, like when they do this. He was like, put the little bubble in your mouth and stuff. And he was like, make sure you finish it. He was like, let me know when it start burning your finger. So I was like, burning my finger. I'm thinking like, what is he talking about? So then I finished smoking the blunt like he said. We was smoking a Swisher, by the way. So I finished smoking the Swisher like he said. And then it got to the point where it got small and started burning my finger. So I almost dropped it. And then he was like, don't drop it. He was like, just hold one side of it with your hand, like with your fingers, and then smoke the other side. So I was like, all right. So I was doing that, and then the blunt started getting like lopsided and started going like the leaf started disappearing on one side of the blunt, and it started showing weed. So he was like, just pinch it with your other finger. He was like, smoke the other side, and I was like, all right, cool. So I started doing that, and then it got small to the point where it was really burning my hand. So I dropped it, and then he was like, all right, you done. He was like, put it out. I was like, all right, cool. So I put it out, put the little ash thing in the ashtray, and then next thing I know, he said, all right, we finna get this other blunt rolling. I was like, all right. And then I was like, I was kind of fried at that time. But like I knew it had kicked in because I felt different. But I didn't say nothing to them about it. I was just chilling. Because like one of my homies was like, you gonna be hyper and stuff like that. And my other homie was like, he was like, bro, you just gonna be chilling. So I was like, all right. So while he did that, while he wrote the other blunt, I was just sitting there chilling. I was like this. I was never dead. Next thing you know, I'm sitting there laid back chilling and stuff, looking at him roll the blunt. He over here lighting the other one. He finished rolling it. He lighting the other one. Next thing you know, he doing all these smoke tricks and stuff. Smoke going in his nose. He pushing it out. He doing that ghost thing. He doing all these tricks, and I'm sitting there like, dang, I want to do that. He talk about some weight. You gotta learn first. You a beginner, so like this. So he was like, this different. He was like, this different weed than what we just smoked. So he was like, hit this shit. So he gave it to me. Being dumb again, taking this big hit. Instantly got the coughing. Next thing you know, I was like, I'm done. And then I gave him the blunt. He was like, oh, you a punk, don't be a punk, so like that. So I took the blunt back from him, started hitting it again, and then I started taking smaller hits so it was easier to hit. And I was like, I'm starting to get used to it. So I'm like, all right, cool, it's easier to hit and stuff. So then after that, I was just chilling after that. And then I was inhaling like they were saying to do, and I was pushing out like they were saying to do. And then I'm beyond fried. At this point, I'm laying here like trying to smoke the blunt. Shaking, boy. When I'm telling you, I'm shaking my hand, shaking. I'm trying to hit the blunt, but I'm shaking, and it's a little roach again. I'm shaking, boy. And then next thing I know, there was like stop hitting. They was like, give it to us, let us finish it. They're like, you too fried. Da da da. They was like, we don't want you to throw up or nothing, bro. Right when they said they don't want me to throw up, I opened the car door and started throwing up. Do you know how hot it was in that car, bro? We was in there hotboxing for a good minute. 2 blunts? Nigga, when I tell you that car was hot, boy, it was steaming. Smoke all in the air. And then when I opened the door, they got mad at me talking about, bro, you broke the box. We not supposed to break the hot box. And stuff like that. I didn't know. I just opened the door. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. So then, after that, I started eating some food. And then we was just eating, talking. He was like, how you like it for your first time? I was over here. I was like, my heart was skipping beats. Trying to breathe. I'm not catching my breath. Like, everything going by super fast. So I'm thinking I'm dying at this point. So I'm like, bro, just take me home. He like, all right. So I go home or whatever. We pull up to the crib. And I was like, bro, I'm never smoking again. Never smoking again. And then he was like, all right, you don't got to. He was like, woo. He was like, smoking not for everybody. So later on that night, my high had went away. So I was chilling. Playing the game. And then I started like thinking like, damn, that shit was pretty fire. I was like, I'm finna do that again. I was like, don't even trip, I'm about to do that again. So the next day I ended up doing it again. Just kept doing it. And now I'm used to it. And now I just be fried every day. But at one point when I first started, I ain't like it. I ain't gonna cap. I threw up and everything. I ain't like it. But just kept doing it, kept trying it, and I ended up liking it eventually. So it got better and better every time I tried it. But yeah, that's it for this little story time. I just wanted to tell y'all about my first time smoking. It wasn't that interesting like all these other YouTubers and stuff be, because they really be capping. YouTubers be capping like YouTubers really be capping out here to try to get people to like laugh at their stories or be more interested. No, I'm not about to sit out here and cap. I'm not about to be all interested and stuff. I'm gonna tell y'all the story. I'm gonna tell y'all how the story really went. I'm not gonna add extra stuff. I'm gonna be me, like YouTube wants you to be. I'm gonna be me. So yeah, that's it for this video. King Bossman out. I'm gonna come with a blog soon. Stay tuned.